Yo, yo, yo. It's hunting time, baby. How's it going, chat? What's up, Parking Lot Mosh, Matthias, Cobalt? How are you all doing today? Let me do my plug post. Boink. Boink. What's up, Lily? How are you today? So what we're doing right now, what's up, Kronos? How are you? So what we're doing right now is we're going to be going for a Necrozma that's got 0 speed and 0 attack. And it is for the Dawn Wings Necrozma. I don't think it's a, you know, people keep saying it's nice that the IV bug. As far as I'm aware, there's no evidence that this is a bug. Yeah, there's no evidence that this is a bug. This is just a I'm gonna be framing it as a change that they made to make things better. Personally. What's up, Captain? How you doing? One reset down, baby. Nope. No good HP. Yeah, people keep referring to it as a bug, but there's just no proof that it's a bug. Oh, yes, don't forget the timer. Thank you. Good catch. We'll do the reset counting after catch happens. There is no bug. Hey, Riley, how's it going? If it is intentional, I'm all for it. I hope it's intentional. I could do with another hunt as long as Ursaluna. Ursaluna was messed up. Ursaluna was not okay. Ursaluna was a sad time to be alive. But yeah, like there's no evidence. Like they didn't forget to do the stats differently on other, like, hey, what's up, Mux? How are you? 0 speed and 0 attack. Yeah, because Dawn Wings Necrozma is often a Trick Room Pokemon. And I thought that would be a fun comparison to see how this is compared to the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Pretty good, decent. Nope. Why don't you use mints? I will use mints? What are you talking about? Mints are just for nature. Mints are not for the stats. There's nothing you can do to lower stats. I mean, mints will lower one stat by 20%, but like all the Trick Room Pokemon are going to be running a quiet nature. Like the goal is to get this thing to be the lowest, you know, stats possible, right? Bottle caps cannot lower a stat. Bottle caps raise a stat. What's up, just your own normal animator? How you doing? Is the new Parabox Pokemon Terrapagos? Oh. Yes, as far as I'm aware. It's just those 5 Pokemon. I actually think it's fine that those Pokemon have locked IVs because it means you don't have to ever reset for attack or Trick Room or anything. Oh, word, this is our 3rd reset. Nope. Execute pain.exe. Yeah, here we are again. Ah, shit, here we go again. That's pretty much what's going on here, unfortunately, for me. We're just ripping it and doing another hunt like this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I mean, this one should go faster than Ursaluna because you don't have to there's no chance at the 31 IVs messing anything up. Like the 3 IVs being perfect for Blood Moon Ursa Luna was, believe it or not, a hindrance to this, right? Oh, this is annoying me. Can we stop with the camera problems? My friend got great at tech. He even made an emerald bot that gets... Alright, that's 4 resets. We'll do the checkies. Oops, brain. Alright, so we reset. That's 4 resets. Chat's going a little fast. I have to get out the big chat. Remember, gamers, clicking the like button is a free and easy way to support Papa Blisy. Not Papa Hefe, not the same. This gives your glorious streamer free algorithm boost and costs you nothing. Very true. That's true. Everybody listen to Papa Hefe. Necrozma in this economy. Hey, what's up, Bugsy? This is just, you know, the thing was, I wanted to do a Gen 3 RNG today. And I was like waffling around it. Oh no, okay. I was like waffling around because I couldn't think of anything interesting I wanted to get in Gen 3. And then I remembered that I have all the legendaries in this now, and I thought it would be like an interesting comparison to the Blood Moon. And I wanted to get some 0 speed Pokemon from this. Basically, it was pretty much the plan. So this would be theoretically for a... This would be theoretically for like a, I don't know, Regulation G Uber's only meta, or Uber's allowed meta with Dawn Wings Necrozma. Or I guess Necrozma is banned from Reg F. I forgot that it's not like Smogon. I forgot it's not like Smogon. I forgot it's not like Smogon, where it's where it's not banned, because Necrozma's not banned in Smogon tiers, because Necrozma's kind of ass. But Dawn Wings, and that guy is allowed. Is not allowed. Dawn Wings and regular Necrozma, they view it all as a box legendary, is what I'm trying to say. Reg F is kind of cringe. I don't know anything about it. I spent the last like 2 months in a hole making my own DLC. What does Dragon Cheer even do? I don't even know. Isn't it just a crit raising move? It's focus. It is focus. It's team focus energy. Wait. +2 crit. Wait. They can have a 2-stage crit rate for dragon types. Is crit Kingdra, is Sniper Kingdra now the wave of the future? Oh, we're on, this is our 5th, we did 5 resets. Whoa, what? Oh, what? The stream's over. No, it happened already. It was like 3 minutes. Okay, it's fine. That is why it was in fact 6. Lamau. That is why we had the stream is not over, don't worry. The plan was always to go to the horse. I was gonna go to the horse. What's its name? Gla... I just need to find where Glastrier is. I don't care about the nature because I can use a mint. Glastrier is like a little bit south of the thing. Well, I should save. That's so funny. Is it? I can't believe that. All right. Glastrier is like down here at this ruins, I think. That's so funny. Oh my lord, I can't believe I got that in like 2 resets. Oh, get out of here. Listen, I mean, it wasn't that rare compared to Blood Moon, but I'll tell you, I didn't expect it that soon. Where's my destination? Hello? Why is my destination not showing up on the minimap? Shouldn't it be on the minimap? Am I drunk? Oh, ghost dog. Goodbye. What? I don't know if I'm going the right way. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, it's probably hidden beneath the timer. Yeah, it's beneath the timer. We'll move that temporarily. And Glastrier is at these ruins. Dude, I would have liked that to take at least an hour. Because Glastrier is not going to take very long. Is this not where he is? I have the snack. Was I fed incorrect info? Where the heck is he? It's on a hill nearby, huh? We must find horse. It's behind me. That's a Frostlass. Up. Going up. Looking for a horse. There you are. Are you like Necrozma where I can slam into you? Okay. Well. If I couldn't get some likes for a 6 reset Necrozma, I don't know what I deserve likes for. If it's instant 0 speed, we have some problems. I have to do farm. Thank you for the 74 AED. I don't know what dollar that is. That's like 20 bucks. Thank you for the 20 buck. In whatever currency that is. Appreciate you. We're now doing Glastrier. Glastrier. Appreciate you. What currency is that? Oh, my setting isn't gonna work. Oh. Hold on. I have to do another recording. It's UAE currency? Cool. I just like, because sometimes people donate in other currencies, and I just like to see... I just like to, like, people donate the other currencies, and I just like to know what it's from. It's just interesting. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 17 AED. Appreciate you. Pogers. Everybody, Pog for just your normal animator. I appreciate you. Habibi. I watched. Oh wait, where did he go? Oh, I gotta find him. Hold on. Oh, I've lost him. There you are. So I need to do a few things really quick. Thank you for the 369 AED. Appreciate you. You gonna make a video on the Ursaluna hunt? I wanted to, but then I got caught up in the other video. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do an Ursaluna video, and then I'm gonna talk about how they fixed the problem with Ursaluna. Appreciate all the donos, homie. You're a goat for that. You're a real one for that. So what I want to do really quick is I can't gift a member for them. I used all 10 of my gifts already. I want to set it to the box where...
Thanks for the donation.
This is where it will be. In fact, what I should just do is... move this here. Yeah, this is going to be for 0-speed Glastrier. I'm not shiny hunting. I'm just looking for 0-speed non-shiny. Yeah, I don't even think they can be shiny. Well, I mean, they did lock it behind multiplayer.
Thanks for the donation.
Well, I'm not gonna need to do that. Whatever. All right, so that was like 2 resets. All right, and now it's time for my controller to take it away. I didn't realize you could save it on that. That's fine. What's weird is no Calyrex, Zacian, or Zamazenta. Can you trade Calyrex in? Is Calyrex like allowed into the game? It is weird that it's not in it then. Maybe they're coming in the maybe they're coming in the what's it called? The epilogue? Maybe they're gonna be in the epilogue or something. There is no RNG and there never will be. Unfortunately, it is just regular reset-y re-knees. Yeah, it could be a raid event as well. Wow, look at that. A decent all around and hardy nature. This is just a regular horse, your average Joe. Literally the most regular horse to ever exist. If Zacian's added to the epilogue, I'm gonna go ballistic. Why? Zacian will be legal for VGC if they keep the same type of rules. Right? It doesn't matter. Like in Reg E, you could use right now Tornadus if you want, and there's no way to catch Tornadus in this game. You have to get Tornadus from Legends Arceus or from Sword and Shield. So if they do a Reg G for Ubers, Zacian's going to be allowed because they are allowing anything from Pokemon Home, which is all Pokemon, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's already allowed. That's what my whole video was for Freezeye. Oh wait, this is I have 3 resets. This is the 4th one. I have to count the resets. You guys got to remind me to count the resets, because I am an idiot YouTuber who cannot use their own brain to remember anything. Isn't the epilogue already playable in the game? You could just get it with a hack. That wouldn't surprise me. Nope, not it. I saw you use a neuron once. I have used neurons before. The problem is I build up my neurons and then my neurons are used to make the DLC events. And then after my neurons, then I spend them all to make those events and I have to wait a little while. I have to build them up. Usually to defeat you in battle. I don't need any neurons to defeat you in battle, Jeff. Get burned, idiot. I was actually talking to someone about this. I'm crying. It's actually, I was talking to someone about this. It's literally, I think, because I've been good once. And like once you're good once, it's like riding a bike. So I didn't have to get good again at other formats to just beat people who aren't that good. If I ever, I will get Glastrier stats relatively quickly, I think. This is not it. But the thing about Glastrier, you're saying PB stalling you as a no neuron decision. You brought 2 Pokemon that had no damaging moves. You cannot call me the staller. It's not legal. Oh, I'm not looking for a weak Glastrier. I'll change the title. I was looking for a Necrozma before that I wanted 0 attack on. Now the thumbnail and title don't really make sense when you take them in together. What's up, Lane? How are you? Nope. Necrozma gets expanding force, stonks. Did you see Ku talking about a PK Hex-like feature? No, I don't know who Ku is. That was another reset. Who said you're 40? Now, who the hell is better at competitive? Probably Hefe because he's 40. Hefe's 32. I'm 31. I'm better at competitive Pokemon and RNG manipulating. We did a contest for this recently and I won both of them. Hefe has to hold that shit until we do another RNG race. I beat Jeff in a 2 of 3 Gen 3 battle, and I got both types of Pokemon faster than he did for our RNG race. We didn't start any drama. There could not be actual drama between me and Jeff. Some serious shit would have to go down. I don't even know what would. We're both like not like boomers. Like, we are capable of speaking about our emotions together. Like, if there was an actual problem, we would be capable of going, hey, is that okay, buddy? Are we all right? Is everything chill? Know what I mean? That was the 7th reset, I think. Do you like Smogon or VGC better? Smogon just comes more naturally to me because I've been playing it longer. But I like playing on carts, so I end up playing a little bit more VGC these days. I personally doubt there's ever going to be a like a PK Hex like feature into the game. Yeah, I'm looking for a 0-speed Glastrier. Smogon bans Terra would be 100% better. I don't think so. I think that Smogon has to pick whether it wants to keep Terra, because I think Terra is a preservable concept. I think Terra's a preservable concept. You just probably have to ban like 50 mons for it to be preservable, which you just have to decide as a community. Do you want Terra or do you want 50 more mons in your game? And it's like, it just depends. Did I get Ursaluna? I got Ursaluna months ago. People thought I never got Ursaluna, but no, I got Ursaluna like 2 months ago on stream. Terra preview does not really solve any of the problems with Terra, if you ask me. Because when you play the meta enough, like, it solves the one cheese problem where like you can get cheesed by like a Terra you've never seen coming, but like that honestly does not happen that often. You're not even better at glitching? What are you talking about? You definitely do more glitches than me. Terra isn't horrifically broken like Dynamax, and it has genuine competitive merit, but I think it's a net negative due to how it pushes strong mons over the top already. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're needing to ban this many Pokemon, there is probably a problem. I don't even think, like, you know, like, I don't even know. Excuse me. If it's a particularly big issue. Like, I'm trying to think of how to say this. But I understand assembly and RAM better. Oh, did I do that one? I think it's 9. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Like, I know less about the execution of the glitches. It's strange that Terra is IMO balanced in VGC and seen as broken in singles. Yo, welcome to Happy Knee Lane. Thank you very much. That's 1 out of 5 daily members achieved. I'm trying to get 5 members every time I stream. It'll really help me. It'll really encourage me to help stream more. And if you like the streams like that, consider becoming a channel member. You get access to my videos early. You get access to a couple of other things, like behind the scenes content, which I actually have to put together for my members for my last video, and other things like that. I think the issue with Terra is that Terra is savable, so I think Smogon is currently trying to save it, because Dynamax is something in singles it's clearly not savable. Like, if you play with Dynamax for literally 20 minutes, it's like, this shit's fucked up. Like, this shit is insane. But you can play with Terra in singles, and it, like, doesn't feel that different from regular Pokemon. Yeah, Dynamax is fucked up. No, Dynamax is very fucked up. So I think the issue is, and I also think you have to understand, Smogon has I think this probably won't ever get admitted too much publicly, but Smogon has somewhat of a, like, public image to want to keep. And, like, Smogon meta, like, got so much flame for banning Dynamax. Like, people, like, flame the shit out of the meta. And so I think that, like, because Terra is savable, they don't want to ban Terra, or they don't want to rush to ban it or put it on the slate too often, because they know that like, they're gonna get, like, the community in general is gonna get a lot of flack.
Thanks for the donation.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think the new Terra type is particularly good, actually, to be honest. Stellar type seems like very weird. I don't know what use cases it's gonna have. Obviously, Terrapagos is gonna be pretty good with it, just because it's the only one that it can have, and it's the only one that it can have, and it's got the move pool to take advantage of it. But yeah, because it contrary will trigger with them. What's going on, Arubato? How you doing? I don't really think Terra adds that much creativity, to be honest with you. Usually a Pokemon finds a Terra type that it's good with, and that's kind of what it sticks with. Thank you, Saphira. Appreciate you. Chronos, welcome to Happy Knee. Thank you so much, dog. Appreciate you.
Thanks for the donation.
Everybody, Pog Chronos, thank you so much. We're at 2 out of 5 of my daily members. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Now that I have access to member chat. Oh, I actually have to mod you here. Where are you at? Standard moderator. I modded Riley. I forgot to mod you. Terra is the best special mechanic so far in VGC. I don't know. I've played VGC in all of the special metas. If you count megas, I like megas more than I like whatever. Yeah, if you count megas, I like megas more than I like Terra. I so badly miss Mega Camerupt, for example. It's fine. I mod all my I just mod everyone in the same space. It's like no, like if you're a mod in my Discord, you're a mod in my stream. That's just how I do it. VGC players saying that megas centralize the meta is such a stupid, idiot, dumb, stupid, dumb, idiot thing to say. And anyone who thinks that is actually stupid. And let me explain. So megas are just Pokemon. So if Mega Kangaskhan or Mega Salamence is broken, megas aren't broken as a concept. That Pokemon is broken and needs a nerf. They are unique Pokemon. They are not... The mechanic really can't be over centralizing because, like, I guess the only way it's over centralizing is it will force, like, if you assume every mega is good or there's a lot of good megas, every team is going to have a mega and that spot isn't going to be flexible. But I think that's better for a mechanic because it's telegraphed in advance, personally. I do think that, like, when you roast Papa Hefe to a deep fried chicken McNugget, do he quits PvP? I won't do that. You gotta go to bed soon? All right, see you later. Have a good night. Thank you for all the donos, normal animator. Appreciate you. Oh, what happened? What's going on here? That's weird. Yeah, I personally think this level of flexibility that it has is bad. Already double of what it took. It is actually crazy that it's double what it took, to be honest with you. It is weird that they did a Gen 8, they did like a Gen 8 remake and Megas weren't involved in it. Or not Megas, Dynamax wasn't involved in it. That was 13 resets as well. Have them eat the item slot. Yeah, I think one of the big problems with, I think a big problem is something that I don't like about all of the items past Dynamax, literally all of the gimmicks, not past Dynamax, all of the gimmicks past Mega Evolutions, is that you cannot inherently tell what's going to be it at team preview. In VGC, it's okay. Like, the problem is it creates a lot of swingy plays, which I don't personally appreciate swingy plays in games like VGC or like I do not value high swing maneuvers where shit just like can turn insta. Like, to me it feels like to me that feels not as competitive personally. Which is fine. Like, it's fine if you like it, you know what I mean? I've played plenty of VGC this gen and I've enjoyed it, so it's not like I hate it. Well, you know, 2 megas on one team was more common in VGC because you could have situations where you're not bringing both Pokemon, right? You plan for like a 2 type mode where, like, if you know you're bringing Kangaskhan, you're not going to be bringing Salamence, etc., right? You could set that up. In singles, that's basically not a real strategy, right? Or in Smogon singles, it's not a real strategy. Like, the nice thing about megas for me is that it's telegraphed beforehand. You know which Pokemon's gonna mega. Very few Pokemon also wouldn't not mega immediately. Is another thing, right? One of the frustrating one of the frustrating things about Terra is that you have to like guess if the person is going to Terra that turn, and like it can be an educated guess, it can be a strategy guess. At the end of the day, it is a guess, which I don't like. It's a little better in VGC because in VGC it's gonna be easier to cover a Terra in terms of your positioning. In singles, things can spiral out of control a little bit quicker. I mean, like, you know, it was really funny. I remember seeing a short from Wolf Glick, and he did a video talking about how doubles is more complex than singles because you have to cover so many more game states in one position. And it's like, to me, that doesn't mean it's more complex. Like, you have to like protect, for example. Like, protect is like, all of these moments are educated guesses as to what the opponent player is going to do, and because you can control your position, you cannot control what the opponent is going to do, right? No, having more game states is not more complex inherently, I don't think. Because VGC has less Pokemon. Like you're fighting against less Pokemon. And like because you're not controlling what your opponent's doing, and you cannot know what your opponent's going to do. You can only know what they might do. You actually don't have and it's a little better now that there's open team sheets, but before open team sheets, like, you were fucking guessing. Like, you were running blind against all of their moves, and it's like you don't know if they have something to change the speed tier. You don't know what they have for this, you don't know what they have for that. It's like a lot more random. A lot more things. I would refer to it as more chaotic, not more complex, because you trying to understand what the opponent is going to do, like, you can only make the best plays for yourself, but you can't possibly predict everything that the opponent could do, is the thing. And so it's like, what I like more about singles is a lot more consistent. That's what I like about singles a lot, is how very consistent it is, right? Very rarely in a singles game are you going to have one turn that like leads to an instant like huge deficit. Like in VGC, a lot of the time you'll have a very big swing turn that like nearly ends the game, whereas in singles, to get that type of turn, the opponent has to do, I don't know, 15 turns of setup, right? That's not how it works in VGC, which is fine. The game ladder in VGC is awful. That's actually one of the reasons I haven't played it as much, is because CTS best of one is fucking miserable. I hate playing it. It feels so luck and matchup fishy. It doesn't feel like the real way to play the game. Like, best of 3 open tee sheets feels very analytical, because I can see what my opponent has. I can see what's available to them at all times. That type of game feels very great to me. It feels very analytical, you can have a very big thought process. I really, really enjoy it. So I genuinely do enjoy VGC so much more since they brought open team sheets to the thing. And even older VGC metagames have been doing it. Like the Or Coliseum has been running Gen 3 VGC that way, and it's so sick. All right, thanks Kronos, appreciate you. There's probably not going to be much else after the Glastrier because I don't have any Master Balls. I don't have any Master Balls left, so unless someone is literally willing to give me a Master Ball, I would have to farm Pokemon parts to go gamble to get one. All right, I have to pee really bad, so I'll be right back. I want to do a gambling thing, but I literally don't have any Pokemon pieces anymore. I used them all up gambling for Master Balls, and I only have 2. Hey, why didn't you hit the A button? Oh, did the controller die? Hold on. I actually can't hear the game audio or anything right now. Give me a second, I have to fix the controller. There's a cave where you can do a passive material hunt. Stabilize spawn from the wall and you barely need to move to get them. They give you 50%. That's fine. I can grind for that off stream, but yeah. I would only need a Master Ball when I don't even know if I want to trade for a Master Ball. It would be good just if it ends anytime soon, because I want the stream to hit like 2 hours at least. We're not even in an hour yet. Dude, I got Necrozma in 6 resets. Those 18. Still decent. I literally instantly. I was streaming for 7 minutes when I got Necrozma. Are you farming for Jirachi Trick Room? If he has any other, yes, there's a couple that you could / should aim for. So there's a couple of things about Trick Room people need to understand about Trick Room, right? Sometimes 0 speed Trick Room is important, and you're gonna want to go for it, right? But it actually depends on a couple of different things. And one of the main things that it depends on is what? That was weird. You just need a 0 or 1. That is true. This just doesn't take that long, and it's not that hard. And then I can get dual use out of them if I want to use them for a level 100 battle. There's a couple of small speed optimizations I could be doing. I think, excuse me, what the heck? There is a couple of small speed optimizations I could be doing, like rearranging the bag or whatever the heck. But the thing is, I'm not doing anything. This can look, watch. This is my controller. This is in both my hands. You can see I'm hitting no buttons. And so the way that works is that this controller has a macro option where I can input inputs for X amount of time. So I can inputs into this for 10 minutes and it will replicate my inputs for me. So I don't even have to do the resets myself. I'm just sitting here talking to you. I did the same exact thing with Ursa Luna and with Necrozma. Yeah, hands free. Hands free. He just has a good gaming chair. I could shiny hunt like this too if I wanted. If it's for like a reset shiny. Although, does a reset shiny even exist in this game? Who can you even reset for shiny in this game? Is it all just like random encounters, runaways? There's no like reset like this, right? Not Glastrier. I'm not talking about Glastrier. I'm talking about in general in the game. Oh, what's up, Andy? I didn't see you. What's going on, dog? How you doing? Just 0 speed. That's all that matters, really. But the thing about Trick Room is that, like, on a standard Trick Room quick build set, on a standard, you know, Trick Room set like that, what you can do is aim for different unique speed tiers. So in VGC, you see this a lot, where Glastrier might not want to run 0 speed. Maybe Glastrier wants to run 3 speed, so that out of Trick Room, Glastrier can outspeed and damage other Glastriers with close combat. You have to determine like what you want it to be doing, if that makes sense. Like Freeze Eye's Iron Hands for Worlds had a different it had like a speed tier of 19 or something, so that could be faster than certain things and under other things instead of being at 0. But it just depends on what you're making a team for, right? I'm not making a particularly serious team in any meta, right? I haven't been grinding anything at all or anything like that, right? I just do ladder matches, and which is like to me, grinding to Master Ball on ladder and grinding to, like, you know, not be 1,000th place on the ladder, like that's casual competitive. Like that's not even serious competitive, right? And so you can get away with, like, you know, you can get away with us just running 0 speed for your Trick Rooms, right? You don't have to be anything particularly interesting. The Ursaluna was brutal. I will say that much, Pato. I just realized glass is supposed to be pronounced like glacier instead of glastrier. I believe you should be pronouncing it like the French would, glastrier. Wow. Sort of getting hosed by this horse. That's okay. Oh, what's up, guys? We have 191 viewers, but we don't even have 100 likes. Legend has it that if you get 100 likes to this stream, then I'll just get the horse. It'd be cool if we get 100 likes, because then I could get the horse, and then I could maybe reset for something else. Yeah, it just helps me in the algorithm. It's free to do. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I get it. Appreciate you. Fine, have my like. Thank you. You need to figure out if Blood Moon can actually roll anything less than 31 on attack. Yeah, it can. I have 0 attack, 0 speed Blood Moon Ursaluna. It took me a very long time to get. I don't know the hours off the top of my head, but it took me 516 resets, I want to say. Oh, did my controller die? Controller been bugging lately. What the heck? Yeah, our Ursaluna had a couple of problems, right? The cutscene for Ursaluna was really long. Yeah, the cutscene for Ursaluna was really long, and it had a 50-50 chance for the stats to become 31. It was just unlucky. All right. but it can absolutely be 0 attack. Let me switch. I want to find like different songs. Give me an interesting song, please. Oh, we could go back to Star Ocean. That's 23. I love this song. Any Star Ocean fans? Star Ocean 3 specifically is the one that I played and liked. It's very gas, I think. Playing through Gen 4 and had Ursaluna stream on in the background last night, so going from what you immediately catching Necrozma was a good transition. It is crazy that I got it very fast. What Gen 4 game are you playing? Very good. Get out of here. I want 0, please. I was just listening to Star Ocean the other day and couldn't figure out where I heard it. It must have been here. Yeah, I love Star Ocean. Actually, because Glastrier comes from region base of the KK, should be blimey, that's a cool horse, isn't it? That's really funny. Necrozma is annoying because you need 2, 1 for Dawn Wings, 1 for Duskmane. Yeah, unfortunately, that is the truth, Cosmic Strife. Isn't the same for Calyrex? Yeah. Do the IVs come from Calyrex? They probably do, right? Usually they come from the... Yeah. And then you need to get your Calyrex from fucking Gen 8 still these days. They use Necrozma stats, yeah. Oh. You have 64 gigabytes of RAM? Pseudo, that's too much. Dude, my streaming, this computer only has 16 gigs and I can run Red at more than 2 FPS. What's going on? That's not how computers work. Could be better. I could have DDR5 instead of DDR4. Pseudo, Pokemon Red shouldn't be running at 2 FPS if you have 32. If you have 8 gigs of RAM, Pokemon Red should be running faster than 2 FPS, dog. There's literally no, a fucking calculator can run Pokemon Red. No, 32 is fine. I think I'm under-spec'd with my RAM. But like 16 will get you by without any problems. Well, I can't imagine what 30 would, how you could, it doesn't make it, it doesn't check it. You've broken my brain. Don't use Chrome, just use Firefox. What the hell? Chrome and Chromium based browsers kind of blow. I do not like them. Dude, I mean, what? I was emulating Pokemon Red on Windows XP in 2006. There's no way that computer even had 16 gigs of RAM. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I'm confused. You've broken my brain by saying that Pokemon Red was running slow. That's what you've confused. That's... I used 39 Ti to get another 1 FPS and ray tracing. There's no way. Can you ray trace? How can you even ray trace on Pokemon Red? What does that even do? What's going on here? Do you own all the Pokemon games? I do not own Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. I think that might be it though. Ugh. I think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is the only games that I'm missing in the whole series. I technically don't own Sapphire in English, and I don't own Leaf Green in English, but I do own them in Japanese, so it's still fine. Like, it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't affect my totality of my collection, right? Hello, Emerald Element. I like your username. I will do another world championship team for this year. My goal is to try and do what I did with Freeze Eye and find a player going to Worlds and make their team fully legitimate and make a video on it for them. But I have to link up with a Worlds player around the time of Worlds, right? What's up, Saitas? How you doing? I do not think Wolf would accept, but we'll see. I will just throw it out on my timeline. It's a shame this Glastrier won't be legitimate because you're using controller macros. Shit, dude. Oh, heck, man. You're right. Oh, heck. I think it's funny that people think that doing RNG manipulation count as cheating. Glad I don't have a Twitter. I've had that debate to and from, and you know, whatever. It's just not worth having anymore. Actually, there was a clip of me on Reddit a little while ago for banning someone for like, just they were just like, isn't this cheating, blah 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 blah, and I just instantly banned them, and I was just like, you're annoying, I don't want to. Oh, I got 3 bests. Isn't that insane? Did you see that? I got 3 bests. That's 3 natural 31 IVs. This Pokemon has no guaranteed IVs, by the way. Yeah, there was a clip of me of it happening, and it's just like, the reason I do it now is because it's just like not worth my energy. Like, I've had that conversation so many times with so many different people. Like, it's literally not, it's not worth my energy to even like bring it up as like a discussion anymore in any meaningful way. Like, I've had the discussion so many times, like I just don't want to have it anymore. You know, it's just not worth having that discussion or that debate for me anymore. What's my favorite spin-off Pokemon game? I really like the trading card game on Game Boy, and I also really like Pokemon Puzzle League on the N64. They're both really good. Yeah, they were upset that I banned them because they came into chat and they were like, isn't this cheating doing this? And it's just like, just leave me alone. Like, it's like, I'm just not, I don't have. And they were like, Blisy gets mad because of this. And it's just like, I'm just tired. Like, just stop. Like if I'm streaming it, obviously I'm not interested in, like, it's not even that I'm not interested in having that discussion, but it's like, I think what's so frustrating about it is that I'm just here streaming, like, trying to, like, if I'm streaming this, right, it's something that I'm doing to have a good time and do this, right? Like, me streaming isn't an open invite for like a discussion that I like. It's just not like I'm not inviting people to come in and debate with me about the validity of manips or whatever the heck, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm in the mood to have the discussion, I'll bring it up and I'll talk to people about it. But like, if I'm doing it for fun, obviously it's something I enjoy, and obviously I probably don't think it's cheating. So like, it's just exhausting to have people come in and want to debate me constantly. It's like, I'm not interested in having this debate with 100 strangers every time I stream. It's not worth my energy. I've done it a billion times. Like, I'm not, you know, it's not worth it. I mean, I don't use CFW either. They're shiny locked. I'm not going for a shiny. I'm going for just 0 speed. It's not, I'm not going for a shiny at all. Yeah, I'm not going for a shiny at all. Ugh. Wait, how did this Golden Sun song get in here? There's a random Golden Sun song in the Star Ocean OST. I think it was. I think the soundtrack was done by the same people, but. Trick Room build. I think Glastrier is the best on Trick Room. To be honest, I'm probably not going to be doing any Gen 9 battling anytime soon. Because the Pokemon has a randomized nature. So, while I could get a specific Speedmon within the maximum of its speed range, and that would cut down on catches, the time save is like, this is not going to take that many resets, basically, is what it really is. Like, even if this takes another hour or two, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. This isn't for a team building challenge where I want to be as optimal as possible. This is just doing it for myself. And it's just like, it wasn't worth the effort to, I decided so shortly what I wanted to stream beforehand that it wasn't worth the effort for me to like do all of that, basically. Very annoying that soft resetting doesn't exist. Yeah, I don't care about the ball. I just care about Master Ball. Yeah, I'm not going for a shiny. I'm going for a 0 speed. I'm catching it and then looking at its stats with the judge in the PC after I catch it. Actually, annoyingly, by the way, the stats, I have this set to manual. It should be letting me pick if it goes to my PC or not, and it's not doing that. It's very weird. But yeah, I go into the PC and I see, does it have no good there? It doesn't, so I reset. Hey, did you know these are shiny Blisy? Thought you should know. It's very funny. The title says I'm looking for the slowest. It doesn't say I'm looking for a shiny. And so many people are like, you know, they're locked. It's like, even if they weren't locked, I'm not going for a shiny. If a VGC player asked you to use the Blood Moon Ursa for Worlds, would you let them borrow it? Yeah, like if I make a player's World Championship team this year, and it has Blood Moon Ursa Luna on it, I'm not going to reset for a 0 speed 0 attack Blood Moon Ursa Luna again. I won't do it. I will lend it to that. I will ask for it back. I didn't ask, like for Freeze Eye, I didn't ask for any of the Pokemon I gave him back. But none of them were particularly rare or something I couldn't easily get again. But for the Ursa Luna, I would be like, please give that back to me. It took me so long to get. Well, the horse's nature can change. So it would cut out a significant portion of them based on what the nature is, but it would also include a bunch of Pokemon. So I don't know. I don't think it's much faster on a Pokemon that's nature can change, especially when Synchronize doesn't work. If Synchronize works, it would definitely be better. Yeah, Blood Moon had a fixed nature, which let me do that easily. I still think it's not helpful to do that. I said I just didn't want to do. I just didn't feel like doing any particularly optimal setup. Ugh. Trying to find a song that I want to listen to, but I don't know. What's up, Simon? How you doing? And that was 34, right? I need to find music that I want to listen to. Yeah, that is a weird thing, Kaiser DX. That the Deoxys forums is like specific to a game. It's really not a huge deal, but it's just weird. Man, I don't know what I want to listen to. I'm like trying to find. Oh, dude, I'm not listening to copyrighted music. It's got to be not copyrighted. It's got to be not copyrighted. It's got to be like a game OST or some shit like that. Or like this song. Like I really like this song. What the fuck? Let's see. Love your RNG minute vids. Keep up the good work. Do you have those for Swish or Scarlet Violet? I have tutorials, Nithish. I have tutorials for Sword and Shield, but unfortunately, RNG manipulation will remain impossible in Scarlet and Violet, so I will never have a tutorial for that. Hey, gamer, are you going for just 0 speed IVs? Yeah, I'm just going for just 0, because I can hypertrain. Correct. Thank you for the question, gamer. Apparently there's a scrapped feature in Indigo Disc to set Pokemon speed IVs to 0. Press X to doubt. Do not believe that's true, to be honest with you. Oh, I could play Tiny Hut. Are we all down for some Tiny Hut here? I'm actually so down for Tiny Hut.
I'm gonna need everybody to find their closest party wizard. It's gonna be a cold, stormy night. I'm going for a long travel.
Riley, you don't know Tiny Hut?
And if they got the scroll, or they're at least level 5, let me tell you about a spell called Leoman's Tiny Hut. We got a song for Leoman's Tiny Hut. It goes a little something like this. 3, 4. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. Yes, we be sleeping. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. Yeah, we're sleeping. We're sleeping in a tiny hut. Yeah, we're sleeping.
sleep. I love that song. It's gotta be Jeff's like magnum opus insofar as songs go. We have some other good ones here. We'll listen to his raps. I do love Imagine. Damn. Oops.
Not that Black Link was bad or nothing. He was very good. But just imagine. Just imagine it, bro.
I took some apple acid, now I'm acting goofy. Lips looking loopy like I'm Captain Luffy. Got a chimp on my shoulder with a stick, that's Grookey. Staring down a fire type boy, still shooting. When he gripped a grain, he gon' crit your brain. Certified sniper by the way he took aim. But when he leveled up, boy, he switching lanes from the streets to the beats. Now he chasing.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you.
He was making plays, you were digging at the duo, burning out watts like you play in the slots. I got 50 different ways to hit you with a 2-0. It's a one-hit KO. Serve it with some mayo.
When is the next sea shanty stream? Never.
All that you like. Real G's know that wheezing stop your breathing. And when he fire back, you best respect it, cause it's fire blast and that's super effective.
This is fire. I agree. It is fire. But you want to see fire. And we put on some skilled Fox Slayer, and the people love skilled Fox Slayer, is what I'll say.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna do one more time. Fucking Super Smash Brothers Melee in the booth, dog. It's
Easy not to fuck shit up. It can't be shiny, Ruckus. And even if it was shiny, I would reset over it. Because I care about the zero speed more than I care about the shininess. Roy Player, the skilled Fox Slayer.
The list says F tier, don't listen to the haters. I don't need a tipper, cause I got a sweet spot on the hilt to my tilts. Everybody getting killed, yeah. Nothing sicker than my F smash stocks.
This is for melee players. This is not for ultimate players or Smash 4 Roy players, I guess. Necrozma with 6 resets, Rytron. I got it in 7 minutes. And that was 2-0 stats. He does exist in Smash 4 as far as I'm aware. He's my melee main. I'm learning Sheik right now. I'm switching off with Falco. And then I also play Young Link a lot. I was not rapping. No, this is my friend. We'll put on Cooking from the Couch. I usually go black Young Link to represent the inner child in me. Oh god, that hurt. I'm working on a Pokemon fan game and wanted to ask what your favorite battle facility is to actually play in. They're all bad. I am not a big Frontier enjoyer. I think my favorite Frontier facility in Gen 3, I would go so far as to say I almost don't like any of them. I think they're all pretty horrible. There are, I mean, yeah, they're not, none of them are that enjoyable. I mean, I guess I like, if you put a gun to my head and say, pick what you like, I would probably say maybe like the White Tree Hollow or Black Tower. I think like having randomized rooms is pretty interesting. But more than battle facilities, now what I will say is if you want to go further, I think the stuff in Stadium is a little bit better. Yeah, a battle pyramid's cool in concept. It's a little too long and there's too many wild encounters, I think. The problem with the battle facilities is they're all like close to being good, but they're all like you have to get way too into them to be good at them, if that makes sense. Like you have to take a look at what they did good and what they did bad. Like the Battle Factory is dog shit unless you're LRXC, who fucking loves the battle frontier and loves the factory and digs into the deepest mechanics and has a spreadsheet open and is doing insane damage calcs for every possible scenario in every situation, right? But that is not going to be fun for your person who's not going to invest 5,000 hours of their life into the battle factory. So all of the frontier facilities are fun for people who invest that much time into those specific facilities, right? You know, if you invest 5,000 hours into the pyramid, you're probably going to enjoy the nuances that the pyramid has to offer, right? And all of them are like that. And so I think none of them are on a, like, I would refer to myself as a casual player of the frontier. I've gold medaled all the frontier. It took me a while. I did it without any save states. I did it without any save states. I did it without any hacked Pokemon or anything like that. And I gold medaled it all. And I did it without really looking at any of the team stuff. Like I didn't look at a lot of the spread. I looked at the spreads for the team leader things, but I think you shouldn't have to be doing that. I think a big problem with a lot of the frontier streaks are way too fucking long. 70 fucking wins in the battle tower is too goddamn many. Without like checkpoints and shit. And it's not like it's particularly fun to go through the first 3 rounds of the battle tower. That becomes a mashing A simulator. You know what I mean? You're not getting any interesting challenge out of that, if you ask me. And I think that's part of it, right? I think there needs to be a checkpoint system for stuff like that. Either everything needs to be challenging from the start in an interesting manner, or you have to have a checkpoint system to let you skip past the boring stuff. Do you know what I mean? Now, on top of that, what I do enjoy more is if you look at something like what the stadium games do, where the stadium games put you in a tournament bracket and you can do, I think the stadium game challenges are a little bit better, where it has like the Pika Cup and the Little Cup. It has stuff like that. And I think those challenges are actually pretty interesting. So yeah. That's my thoughts. Just get an analog pocket and save scum past the first round? No. Like, I want to play the game for real. I want to play the game for real, and I want to analyze like what is it doing that's good? What is it doing that's bad? Why do I like this thing? Why don't I like this thing? Etc. I think those are all important to check and important to figure out. I don't know if they can have marks or not. Am I using a Pro controller? I'm using the Ghoulie Kit King Kong Pro 2. It is a Pro Turbo controller that has a 10-minute macro on it. So I'm just holding it, like I'm not doing anything. It's gonna do the inputs for me. So I don't even have to hit the buttons. I have not gotten that deep into the Pokemon World Tournament is the main thing. I've really not played it that much. So I can't speak to the PWT very much. Why doesn't Nintendo's official Pro controller? I don't think Nintendo's ever released like first party projects that have that. This is my shit. This is peak music for sure. Agreed. Okay, we're getting out of here. We're escaping with our life while we can. Gotta find music now to listen to. I don't think difficulties are good in general in games. It's hard to like playtest and properly balance multiple difficulties. It's honestly hard to playtest the Frontier comprehensively, it feels like. I mean, at least they're letting third parties manufacture these things. There are companies like Apple that literally won't let you like a third-party manufacture accessories, and they'll make it like actively difficult and be antagonistic towards it. It's really lame. This is the slowest Glastrier. It's gonna have a 0 in speed. Weakest would have been 0 attack, which was Necrozma, and I caught it already. Did you already get Necrozma? Yeah, I got it in 7 resets, or 6 resets in 7 minutes. Excuse me. You can't RNG in Scarlet and Violet because the crypt that the chip that controls the RNG is cryptographically secure, and because it's cryptographically secure, we cannot access to whatever info it's doing there to see how the generation works. And since we can't do that, we can't control where the RNG is, because the game, Sword and Shield did the same thing for its initial seeding, right? But what Sword and Shield did after that was it took the initial seed and it was like, well, let's just do some Zoro Shift RNG to you or Zoro Shiro RNG to you, and then you could trace it further on after that, right? But in this game, it doesn't do that. It just takes the seed, and if it generates a new Pokemon, it just gets a brand new seed. So you can't do anything with the RNG in this game, unfortunately. Okay. All right, I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. Bathroom time! Asiago, don't complain. I'm back. So I hope my explanation was sufficient for you. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good, kid. Listen here. I don't want pretty good. I want the worst. I don't think they did it on purpose, to be honest with you. I think Game Freak just basically at the end of the day, the trying to use my brain right. At the end of the day, the it is easier for them to just use the crypto seed every time a Pokemon is generated. It's like it's not something like you're like, listen, they could be actively preventing it, right? They could have seen, oh, how popular it was in Sword and Shield, we should nix this shit, make sure this shit don't happen again. But I think most people think it was easier for them to use crypto. A lot of people were surprised they weren't only using the crypto in Sword and Shield, because they were only using the crypto. They only used crypto in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So it's just a little bit like what the dev team wanted, what they were doing, what they thought was easy, etc. Have you seen the AA battery accessory for the Joy-Cons? No, that sounds insane. Listen, as much issues as lithium ion batteries have, I think that like reusable batteries is objectively better. I mean, the thing is, we can't know why they did what they did, right? Like, I would have to fucking interview with the Game Freak dev team to know why they did what they did. But most people suspect that it was just simpler for them to do it. Well, I was going for the weakest and slowest when it was Necrozma. It was for 0 attack to take minimal damage from foul play and take minimal damage from confusion. But then I caught Necrozma very quickly, so Glastrier, I don't need this weakest attack, I just need the slowest. Nope. Yeah, for Glastrier, I'm just doing the slowest. Not doing the weakest, because it's a physical attacker. A lot of shortcuts were made in the development of the game. I mean, I don't even think the RNG thing is a shortcut. Like, it's just like the chip has a seeding function, and they were just like, we'll use this chip seeding function, and the chip happens to be crypto secure. It was just like convenience for them. Yeah, Necrozma Dawn Wings is typically run on Trick Room. That's why I was going for it. I don't really know what's up with BDSP seed generation. It definitely doesn't use crypto for the main part of the game, but it might use crypto as the initial seed, and then it just uses Zoro Shift or Zoro Shiro as the main art. Like, the reason the other Switch games that we can RNG in exist is because they take the crypto seed and they do something to it with the game, and the game itself isn't cryptographically secured. So like the RAM data, the RAM in Sword and Shield and in BDSP is not cryptographically secured. So and that's why in those games we can't control the initial seed. Like, if you take a look at what we do in Gen 4, for example, right? In Diamond and Pearl and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. What we do is we set the date and time to be something specific to manipulate our initial seed, right? But because the chip is cryptographically secured on the Switch, we cannot control what it's doing. We don't know how it's generating what it's generating, and we don't know what we could do to control it. And so since we can't do that, we don't control the initial seed. But what we do is find the initial seed, right? So what we're doing when we catch 3 raid Pokemon or look at 128 inputs from the overworld generator is we are seeing what the game did to that seed, right? The game takes the seed and it does some math to it. And the math that it does to the seed is viewable to us and knowable to us. And because it is, we can then eventually deduce what our seed is, because all of that info is public. And the number, the game generates a number and then it just yoinks the number and puts it in a spot that we can see it, right? But like in Sword and Shield, there are cryptographically secure things. The eggs are cryptographically secured, and Dynamax Adventures are basically cryptographically secured as well. And so are all of the overworld spawns. Stuff like the 2 new Regis and Regigigas, I believe, are all crypto. Then some of the overworld spawns aren't, like the Keldeo isn't, and neither is the 3 Swords of Justices. None of those Pokemon are not crypto secured for some reason. This is epic. You Admiral Fish. This is an Admiral Fish catchphrase. I'm actually genuinely surprised we haven't gotten it yet. Technically, we haven't even hit double odds, which would give us a very high % chance to have seen it, but we've probably seen multiple 1 speeds, which technically I could have accepted. Right now I have a 79.56% chance of having seen it. I could actually include that if we do this. We do Boink. I guess I could just do 2 of them. add window capture. Because I don't want people to see this shiny thing and think that it is a shiny. We have an 80% chance of having seen it. And I could shrink this actually. Beautiful, huh? There we go. I think that looks good. So we have a 80% chance to have seen it. Do I like Yu-Gi-Oh? Not really. Necrozma took all the luck. I don't believe in luck. I believe in making your own luck, which is why I'm asking you here today, please consider becoming a channel member. I'm trying to get 5 today. So if you enjoy the streams, if you enjoy the videos that I make, they all take a very long time. I work really hard on this type of video, this type of content. And it just means a lot to me if you were able to support me financially. It's only $1.99 a month. It's pretty cheap. You get access to my videos early. You get access to custom member streams, a custom member chat. You get access to behind the scenes content like early script drafts, other things like that. So it's only worth your while. We're at 81.4% now. Oops. No, I was very lucky because I got Necrozma in 7 encounters. Or 6 encounters. So you know, I can't complain about being unlucky. Yeah, it was very quick. It was original, as you could tell by the thumbnail, it was originally planned for the whole stream. I thought it would take quite a long time, and now Glastrier is eating up all the time. We have an 81.99% chance to have seen it yet at this point. Ice Hans. Yo. This is a good chat message. I have to be honest with you, Red Stinger. That's a... I really... It's the thing that tickles me. One is okay too. I just... I truthfully just haven't been checking for one. Not really for any particular reason. And I mean, technically, right, you can never be at, you know, 100%. So this could go all the way to like 300 encounters and I get a 99% chance. Horsing around, are we? That's right, Toasty. I'm just going for a horse. I got the Necrozma already, so I can't complain too much. Now we're going for this horse. I just want a little bit of a zero hancing around. Yeah, that's right. We're hancing around. Oh. There's not a Scyther in Coliseum, is there? I don't think there's a Scyther in Pokemon Coliseum at all. Scissor and Card Eater. Card E room. Yes, that's correct. I did know about Scissor in the Card E room. Well, that's not Scyther now, is it? Being technically correct is very important. Scyther versus Scissor, it matters. It's called being pedantic. You're not a nerd if you're not pedantic. Oh wait, XD. Yeah, Scyther's definitely an XD. You can't hunt in XD though. They can't be shiny. None of the shadow Pokemon can be shiny in XD. In case nobody told you. Oh, you're just ribbon mastering. I thought usually when people ribbon master, they're talking about shinies. I just assumed. That's on me for assuming. I made an ass out of you and me. And by you, I just meant me only. I didn't make an ass of you. Dude, it's crazy that yeah, well, you know, they wanted to shiny lock they wanted to shiny lock the shadows in Colo. They just fucked it up like dinguses. Why did they make the horse catchable but not their king? That's a good question. I appreciate your phrasing on things, Red Stinger. But not their king. It is weird that Calyrex and Zacian and Zamazenta aren't in the game. Maybe they'll maybe they'll maybe in the epilogue DLC they'll be available. I don't have Ace, so I use Ace in those games to get the Earth Ribbon. Is the Earth Ribbon the one you get for beating Mount Battle? Copium? What am I coping? I'm like pretty sure they just like picked random ribbons, by the way. I have like a conspiracy that Game Freak just had like like they just had like extra ribbons left over and they were like, we want ribbons for this. Can we use any of these? And Game Freak was like, yeah, we don't have plans for these. Pick these. Because why does the Earth Ribbon make sense for Mount Battle? And why does the National Ribbon, which says awarded for clearing all difficulty? Like, they just picked random shit, right? Like, they definitely just picked random stuff. There was no way those were... Because those ribbons were in Ruby and Sapphire before Coliseum was made, right? So... Excuse me. Skyland and Marine seem like they would have been a reason for them to have been used, right? Seems like there would have been a concept for them to exist. I did not finish the Battle Factory yesterday. I'll be doing another Battle Factory stream. I love these songs. The Budokai OSTs, they're so good. Doesn't Ruby and Sapphire also have not just unused, don't they have like filler ribbons that you can overwrite? Like you can insert custom ribbons into that game? No, they don't. Actually, they don't have anything in the save struct like that. Maybe they do. Do they have something in the save struct? I think they do have something in the save struct for it, but I'm pretty sure there is like unused ribbons in Gen 4, like a spot in the save struct for it in Ruby and Sapphire. Oops. The best Terra type for Glastrier? No idea. I think a lot of people do ground or fighting to gain stab on close combat or whatever ground move it runs, high horsepower. Actually, Glastrier probably doesn't get high horsepower, knowing Game Freak. Calming Tantrum is the ground move I'm thinking of. It looks like people in doubles are running water for a defensive pivot, which makes sense. I mean, you can never go wrong with water or fairy Terra types, right? You could basically put that shit on anything that could use a decent defensive profile. Because, like, Glastrier's stats are really good for a defensive Pokemon. But it's just the ice type, so instead of being good defensively, it's just like a piece of garbage. I don't see why Steel would be good on it. Steel shares a lot of Ice's weaknesses, so like you don't gain a lot of benefit from switching to it. But Terra Fairy, I said water or fairy. Gonna make me check Poke Ruby. There is a gift ribbons struct. What is this? Decent. I think this is the same horse. This is the last one I got, isn't it? All right, let's see. This is a fake matching function due to hard-coded access of... Do you say block 1? Due to the hard-coded access, give ribbons do not properly display the descriptions. I think there are gift ribbons with custom descriptions. Yeah, there are custom gift ribbons. Let me see if Poke Emerald has it. So I think it looks like there's custom gift ribbons. Let me see what's going on in Emerald though. Ruby and Sapphire definitely have custom ribbons available. They might have deleted it by the time Emerald came around. It has gift ribbons. What are these? Pretty good. The above gift ribbons, marine through world. So marine, land, sky, country, national, earth. Hold on. We're reading Poke Ruby right now. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. So the marine, land, sky, country, national, earth, and world ribbon all have this functionality. The above gift ribbon, marine through world, which includes earth, are special distribution ribbons that correspond to 1 bit in each Pokemon struct. In Gen 3, they're used to get an index into gift ribbons into the save block, which can have a value of 0 to 64. 0 is no ribbon. That corresponds to one of the special ribbons gifted. And gift ribbon description pointers. Most of these were never distributed. So they can all have custom descriptions, but the way they access the custom descriptions is bugged and never shows. And all of those ribbons share 1 ribbon slot, it looks like. Very weird. What a weird way to do this. So it looks like the Earth ribbon and the National ribbon are... No, because you can have both of those on a Pokemon. But that's just how they customize the setting, right? All of those ribbons are, instead of being a straight up... All of those, instead of being a straight up gift ribbon, are like a customizable spot. So they could be programmed by people on the fly. So National and Earth ribbon are random ribbons. They are customizable ribbons that were picked by the Colo dev team. I'll link it. There you go. This is the website I'm using for that shiny. It's technically a shiny rate calculator, but you can use it for any odds of anything. Oh. Ugh. No, I thought it was that they don't read properly. It's saying that... It says in the Ruby and Sapphire one, it says that it's not right. In Emerald, I don't see that bug. But maybe I was reading Ruby and Sapphire's thing wrong. Let's see. All right. So in Poke Ruby, it says in the Poke Nav, due to this hard-coded address access, gift ribbons do not properly display their descriptions. since the hard-coded access is inside of the link battle record save data rather than the gift ribbons array, which is not what the intended access is. So I think maybe only Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire have the problem. Odds of getting 0 speed is 1 in 32. Pretty good. Unfort. This is going to be odds. This attempt is the odds attempt. You're talking about like Black Iron Tower and stuff? Dude, you know what's really funny? I saw this person on Twitter insisting that the developers never beat the battle frontier in Pokemon Emerald. Because there was debug functions to give yourself the medals. And I was like, that's not how debug functions work. Like, just because they programmed a function to make sure giving the medal works properly so they could test it before they beat the whole thing and then got the medal. They just wanted to make sure that talking to an NPC gives you the medal. That's the whole point. What the heck? And they were like, no. Because there's also debug functions for anything like that. It's so funny. It's like people see like one thing about programming and they know literally nothing about it. Like, it's very strange to me that people will assert this stuff. I personally doubt that anyone beat the whole frontier with the amount of time that they had, but all right, we've officially gone over odds on our 1 in 64 encounter angle. It was for a trick room set. It was 0 attack, 0 speed. No, it's not for Duskmane. It's for Dawnwing, not Duskmane. Duskmane likes having attack. Oh yeah, I gotta increase the guy here. Damn, pretty good. Damn, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I was just doing it for me, really. I was just doing it to get it. I have Violet, so I'll get a better Necrozma for Duskmane. For that game. This is probably my last attempt. They are shiny locked, yeah. I'm getting a little bit eepy, so I'm gonna do some exercise after this. Do some stuff to get my brain juicing. Nope. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you tomorrow with another stream.